Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, the Blizzard of 2020 edition. With me, as always, I got my main man, Anthony 9.5 Toe Shuley. What's up, Big Shul?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Too much. Then to the left of him, I got my main man, medium-sized Cock Rosado.
What's up? What's up?
And then last but not least, I got my main man co-host, Put Your Hands Together for Moneyline Welsh.
Hello.
And I'm
What's
your
going
host,
on?
Michael Z. Birdseye-Dell. I forgot that. What's going on, Jack?
Nothing, man. How was your yesterday show?
It was
The old Greenfield get-together.
I think it went well. I felt like it was, as far as safety went, it was a lot safer than I think people would have assumed.
It was way more safer than I assumed. Like, it was like above and beyond safety CDC fucking regulations. Like,
Yeah.
Your mom was not. She wasn't playing games.
No.
If somebody was standing up, like, she was on their ass. Fucking.
Put your mask on.
Yep, fucking Spider Luch was standing for a little too long by the bar. She got to keep it moving, buddy. Got to keep it moving. And you said they like had a company come in between and like clean.
I made that part
Okay,
up.
that didn't make any sense.
No,
to me.
my mom was that company. She came
She
and
just
squirted
took a
death.
couple of
She Lysoled
bottle of
everything.
like Clorox.
Lysol and wipes.
I mean, that's all the fucking company's gonna do anyhow. They're just gonna have one of those stupid sprayers that make it look like they're spraying some magic dust.
But in my defense, my mom told me that, like, oh, we got someone coming in between the shows. And I'm like, I thought you said you're getting someone to come in. Hey, it's me. Yeah, but I just wanted people to know it's going to be clean.
That's good. I mean, it was clean,
It
and
was.
everybody was socially distant.
Yeah, it was good, and I felt like when people came, and I know the tickets were like $20, but like I didn't hear anything negative from anyone, and I felt like at a show like that, like everyone's paying attention. It was, I think everyone had a good time. You know, it was like a good outing. I felt like everyone who got up to do comedy that night did good. Shuley, you did good. Your brother Joey did good. Matt did good. You know what I mean? I thought it was a really good time.
Yeah, it was nice to get out, fucking see a couple people.
It is. It was nice to get comedy back in Greenfield.
Yeah, that's what it needs.
It does.
Times like this.
It does. Everyone needs to laugh. And we'll be doing another show at the end of January, and we'll keep you guys posted on that.
There was no riffraff hanging around. I was surprised about that. I thought there's gonna be maybe a removal or two.
No. Kenny Bittner playing the poker machine.
He was the weirdest guy there. That's what I was about to say.
So if you were there, Kenny, thanks for coming. We appreciate you playing the poker machine through everyone's set of comedy as it was like dinging and dinging and dinging and dinging. He's hitting it, raising his hand. My mom's running over the machine. Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't know. It was a cool environment.
Back to the stage.
Yeah.
Completely turned around.
Yeah. Not paying a bit of attention.
But if that's the biggest issue in yesterday's fucking comedy show, that's a major win.
And it kind of made us realize something. Because I went over.
Is yesterday's a comedy club at this point?
Yeah, it has to be biggest. Hambone's closed. The Improv's not open. So yesterday's is by default the biggest comedy club in Pittsburgh.
Bringing in the biggest revenue in November. That's for sure.
Right, absolutely. There's no one else putting out shows like that. So.
Let the city paper know.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about that city paper after putting us third.
Yeah,
I don't know if they know too much down there at the city paper.
I question their judgment a little bit.
A little bit.
Pretty sure they were stuffing the ballots on that one.
I don't know how a podcast called Girls Running Shit ended up being ahead of us. You know what I mean? I looked at their fan base and I'm like, it's a little suspect.
Is that who won?
No, they came in second and your Jagoff came in first. But
Girls Running Shit.
I dove into that podcast a little bit.
What were they running?
Right back on.
What were they running?
I dove right back on.
You dipped your toe in the water and wasn't feeling
Put it
it?
this way, they wouldn't like us. I'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? They're not big fans of guys.
No.
Especially, you know.
Big feminist podcast?
Yeah. They're girls and they're running shit, and they don't need no needle dicks like us to help them run it.
Man.
But
those kind of girls scare me, dude, because they won't. They don't stop. Like, what you think you're just like fucking with them a little bit, and next thing you know, like you're getting harassed.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they don't have like a decent following. They don't, but I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. I don't know how in Pittsburgh that end up beating us, but this year we're going to win it 100%. It won't even be close this year.
Dude, when's their 1 year anniversary?
January 6th was our first recording. That's coming up. I mean, that's crazy to think about. John and Shuley came on 2 weeks after that. So we've basically all been together for almost a year doing this.
Got rid of Yogi.
We had to.
Drop
Yeah.
the dead weight.
We had. I mean, he was just a liability.
He was.
He was coming in high on reefer, talking about gambling.
Talking
Didn't
about
know.
his teasers.
Yeah, no one knew what the fuck was going on. We had to get rid of him. Sorry about that, Paul.
He would talk shit on Katie Thompson, though. That was cool.
That was funny.
But we got enough guys to talk shit on the wives on this fucking podcast.
I said, we'll get rid of this one guy who hates his wife. I know two guys that fucking hate their wives. John and Shuley, come on down.
That was an easy void to fill.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, December 1st, winter is here.
Yikes.
Like, you like that Indian summer we had fucking December said, no way, it's over.
I mean, woke up today.
Why aren't you guys shoveling snow right now?
I am at 2 in the morning. I'll be out.
It's coming down hard right now.
Yeah. That's why I said for 2 in the morning. It's supposed to be done by then.
Yeah.
You'll get it when it's fresh and everybody's sleeping.
What do you think of snow?
I mean, I'm a big fan of snow. There's a little bit of, it still brings me back to my youth. I make a little bit of money off of it. Puts me in the Christmas spirit.
Seen you shoveling naked today.
I'm trying to bump that Openly Fans page up. It's going to be dudes. It's going to be me doing chores with no shirt on. Or maybe sometimes I'll have a creepy outfit on. But I figure that's the way to go because that's what
You should have cut those sweatpants.
I should have. But those are good. I just got them at Costco. I wasn't
Yeah,
ready to slice them.
Anybody that didn't see the IG, old Z-Bar was out shoveling snow and is with no clothes on today.
Yeah, so go ahead and give that a gander and a like. but yeah, dude, I'm gonna start doing the dishes and running the sweeper. Like I think that's what women want. They don't care how jacked up you are, what kind of shape you're in, or anything.
No,
I'm
they
gonna
like to see chores.
Do them chores. It gets them moist.
You fucking got a couple jokes and you can do some chores. You're gonna be in there.
Right.
He's
I mean,
washing windows naked.
that's how I met my lady. You know what I mean? My room was clean, and I told her a couple one-liners. You know what I mean? 4 years later, I'm living with her.
There you go. I don't hate winter. I hate when my feet get wet and get cold. That's just if I step into a puddle, like I'll go the fuck home. Like that's it for the day. I've had enough.
Shut it down.
Yeah, got to shut it down. We'll regroup. Head back out there tomorrow. I'm just too old to be cold, man. I remember back in the day, I'm too old to be cold. I just got him. That's a T-shirt.
It is.
Again, I remember back in the day, I wouldn't wear a fucking jacket, a hat, gloves for the fucking life of me. Like, dude, I'm not walking out of the house fucking unless I got all three at this point because I cannot be cold, man. It hurts my bones.
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny? We were talking about this on the way over, but if this was, we're all like pretty close to pushing 40. If this was 25, 24 years ago, us four would have been hanging out tonight 100% outside.
Drinking 40s.
Drinking 40s and sled riding. You know
Yeah,
what
no
I mean?
doubt.
I don't see that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that we were one of the last generations to, take part in those fun activities, but I love doing that shit.
Night sledding.
That's exactly what I was
Great
thinking
time.
about.
Yeah, great time. You get some couple chicks there too. You might even get a little finger going. Who knows what's gonna happen?
You go down the hill, you know.
Get a little handsy. Everybody's having a good time. You're young, fun.
Yeah.
The one time we did that, I stole like a
You're not
gallon
drowning
of
in
wine.
debt.
No.
You're not worried about the mortgage payment.
Yeah.
I stole a gallon of Dago Red off the old man. We went up to Shenley, it was at Shenley
Blue
Park.
Slide
Blue
Park,
Slide
that big.
Park, and we fucking got hammered. And then there was another group. There had to be 25 people by the end of the night.
Dude, I'm not a big Dago Red guy, except for the one. I've had it 2 times. One time it made me just sweat profusely.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good thing.
I couldn't. It was like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, and it was just sweat was just pouring down my face. But then the second time I had it was after a flag football game we had down McGee in the winter. It was fucking freezing. They shut the lights off on us. You just pulled out a jug of Dago Red, and we just sat on the 50-yard line with the wind whipping, pounding that thing, smoking weed, and we were fine.
Yeah, everybody was warm.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Taking your jacket off and
Yeah,
stuff.
woo, I'm heating up over here.
Yeah.
Shuley's dad is notorious for working outside and keeping liquor in a coffee thing and saying it's coffee, but there's no coffee in it. It's just liquor.
Little nip.
No, seriously though, we used to would get coffee in the morning. We had this stuff, super puncher.
Yeah.
They're a little.
Oh.
That's they'll get the blood pumping.
Yeah.
On a cold day.
What are you guys winter coat guys?
Yeah.
I used to not be now, man. I'll wear long underwears in my house.
Dude,
sometimes.
I literally have tights on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear to God, I have tights on because I get some brittle, cold fucking old man. Winter coats, like I said, I gotta wear them now, but they're just not practical. You go inside, I wore it in the bank today. I start fucking pouring sweat down my
Yeah.
face immediately because I had my mask on. winter coat, fucking tights, boots, and like it was. The bank kept it at like 75 in that motherfucker. I start sweating like fucking.
Well, that's the thing. If you can like from the car to the place, I always like try to think, like how bad is that going to be? Like tonight, I didn't wear a coat, and like it was I was freezing my ass off on the walk up.
The walk up here, I put it
Yeah.
on because
Yeah.
like I was like I can't because we're out in the suburbs here and fucking on a snow belt and it's fucking the wind is whipping.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be a hero.
But yeah, if like you like wear it and go to the mall, then like you got to hold the fucking thing the whole time.
Yeah, you fucking like when you go nightclubbing when you're a kid, or
Right.
when you're fucking not a kid, but whatever. You couldn't bring a coat anywhere. You fucking leave it, or at least I would.
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
always left.
you're
the coat,
fucking.
so.
You'd be sitting in line with fucking. I'm
You'd
Jack.
have short sleeve
I'm Jack
shirts.
Welsh. I didn't wait in lines, but like other people would be in lines, like fucking with just like t-shirts on and fucking freezing their dicks off. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. But if it's better than leaving your fucking $300 fucking coat at fucking Wim nightclub, Margaret
Right.
Obama's.
Right.
Well, I remember when they had a coat room. You know what I mean? That the coat room was legit.
I never shifty.
No, I worked in that coat room.
Shifty.
Right, shifty.
Yeah, that's made it way more shifty.
No, dude, that was ran like a fucking well-oiled machine, dude. That was people were getting in and out with them coats.
I don't trust coat rooms.
You don't?
Not one bit.
I mean, I could see that. You know what I mean? But obviously, these people did.
Dudes are rubbing their dicks on your coat, fucking going through your shit.
I didn't have time for that. I was like too busy trying to take out the garbage and everything else. You know what I mean? I didn't have time to rub my
Wait,
dick
so you
on.
you did the coat man and fucking garbage man?
I would do the garbage man. I was the garbage guy running around like a maniac, and I'd have to drink in between that, then make a pit stop in the closet to do drugs with a heavy set chick. Then I'd make my way back to the coat room with Dino. You know what I mean? Help him at the end of the night. But yeah, I had a busy night. No time for dick rubbing. You know what I mean? Couldn't
No.
pull my dick out. Plus, it was cold in the coat room because all it was a tent outside on that deck.
Yeah, that's right.
So it would have been like this.
So you
big.
get like a freezing cold coat back.
Yeah.
Which makes
Better than no
absolutely
coat.
no
Right,
sense.
I guess.
Girls have it way worse than we do. The girls are fucking walking around in like
Skirts.
New
and
Year's
shit.
Eve. Yeah, they're wearing fucking
Yeah.
maxi dresses. I'm not sure what a maxi dress is, but it seems like
Sounds
something.
small.
Sounds like something girls in Southside would wear.
Yeah.
Some dude got shot in his face
Oh.
right in front of my apartment today,
I seen that.
Today.
or last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right in front of the Starbucks I go to every day. The coffee was still hot this morning, so whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a thing. I slept right through it.
He's in critical condition.
Yeah.
Any reason why? I just
They said it was attempting carjacking, but it's turning out to be something else. I don't fucking know. It's Monday night. Who shoots somebody on a Monday?
Now I will.
I think if you're going to shoot somebody, you got to be Thursday to Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Peace.
days off. Yeah.
take a
Yeah.
peace treaty.
Take a peace treaty. I mean, The Wire, the peace treaty was always Sunday, like all day.
Yeah.
But, like, Pittsburgh Sundays, you get a little rowdy. I could see somebody being shot on. I could shoot somebody on a Sunday.
right. There was no good football going on. Dude,
No,
should've
and
been
everything's
hammered.
everything's closed. Like, what,
Right.
you really had to kill that dude that bad right in front of that Starbucks I go to every day?
Let's be honest though. Was any of this happening by your house before those shifty characters moved in with the spider in their window?
It's getting shiftier over there, too.
Exactly. That's what's going on.
Dude, I'm telling you, if we go into lockdown again, I'm gonna get myself a camcorder and I'm gonna I'm gonna be that dude.
You're like the,
I'm gonna be
the
like-
Nebby neighbor.
Yeah, like Shia LaBeouf in that one movie, where he's on house arrest and he fucking creeps on his neighbor the whole time. I can't think of the fucking
I know
name of that.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it's not a bad flick.
And his neighbor was like murderers.
He was a murderer,
yeah.
then he was banging his hot ass neighbor, but he was on house arrest the whole time. I can't think of the name. But the fuck are we talking about?
We were talking about the dude got shot in the face. And mentioned the dude that went to your neighbors were shifty before they were talking about winter coats. And like, what was our opinion on winter coats? And
We got the Steelers. They're scared to play the Ravens, it appears.
The Steelers are scared, or the Ravens are the one keep pushing it back, right?
Yeah, well, I think I guess Harbaugh is like fucking. He's fucking calling the shots these days.
How
He's
does that
fucking-
work?
I don't know. They
Fucking
do it.
Denver had to get a practice squad wide receiver to play quarterback.
I heard something today. If you like, if they could prove that like you are like neglecting like the roles, like they'll have less sympathy for you. And I guess like there was a picture of fucking. They're in a quarterback meeting, and like all four of the quarterbacks didn't have a mask on. But like, dude, you get tested. Your practice with you every day. Why the fuck would you have a mask on in the quarterback
Right.
room?
Well, the one dude I guess got a positive, and the other dudes were just being quarantined because they were with him in that room at that point. in
God,
time,
yeah.
You know.
what that's for Denver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Baltimore, I think Baltimore has like 15 dudes.
It's like 23 at one point. I think
Really?
Staff,
4
with the
came
staff
back.
and everything. Yeah.
But there is like key players will be able to play tomorrow. They
Yeah,
wouldn't have been able to
some
play.
dude on the defense, like a Mark Ingram or some shit.
I don't think
Mark
Lamar
and
Jackson can play,
J.K.
No.
Dobbins
Which is good, dude. They're better off fucking not having Lamar Jackson play. He fucking stinks.
against the Steelers for sure.
Yeah, but their backup's RG3, right?
Yeah,
So I mean,
you never know.
he also stinks.
Yeah.
Poor Chris Collinsworth's been stuck in Pittsburgh since like Wednesday.
Has he?
Yeah, he put a picture up to like day 5 or day 6, like no Steeler game, and it was like he's staying at like the Fairmont, and he was like took a picture of like Market Square. Like, get the fuck out of here, Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah.
We'll call you when we need you. Don't be putting your
People ain't-
Yeah, no one wants you here.
Yeah,
all
they're
that
not even
much
letting him
time.
leave his room.
Don't be trolling.
Dude,
our
what time
city.
that game at like 3:40 in the afternoon?
3:40. Yeah. That's a,
That's like something to do tomorrow.
they said the Steelers haven't played on a Wednesday since 1933.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Right.
I swear to
I
God.
thought you just made
they
that
were,
up.
They
It
were,
sounded like
the,
something
they
you
were the
made up.
Pittsburgh Pirates whenever they played.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it's been about a good 90 years.
Dude, you want to see some characters. Pop in down the casino tomorrow at fucking 3:40 and see the dudes that are cutting out of work. Like, you'll see like city public works trucks lined up at the casino, all kinds of shit.
Shifty characters.
Somebody should video that.
Yeah,
See what kind of action's going on down there.
there's gonna be some action. A Wednesday Steeler game, fucking people will be getting tuned up.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Thinking about getting tuned up?
Yeah, start early. You know
Yeah,
what I
why
mean?
not?
Go out,
Dude,
shovel
it's a-
snow.
it's
just
a
run right into
celebration.
it.
Yeah.
It's not every Wednesday you get a fucking NFL football game.
No. After this year, we might not never get another one.
Dude, I was listening to this radio show today, and that dude that played quarterback for the Broncos, like, he called into it. And they're like, so how much like time prep did you get? He was like, well, Saturday night we had a walkthrough, so that was 2 hours, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And they just sent that poor bastard out there to play quarterback, fucking against the Saints.
What if he'd have tore it up?
He went into college at Wake Forest as like a quarterback. I'm not even sure. I think he
Yeah.
played like a little bit.
He played up until his sophomore year, and then he switched to be a wide receiver.
Wide receiver, yeah.
So and I don't think he ever like
He didn't start
he
or
wasn't
anything.
starting
Yeah,
as,
no,
as
that's
a
what
quarterback either. So
He was like a high school quarterback.
Yeah, right. He was really good in the whippeal.
Yeah. He crushed in the whippeal. Oh, yeah. Shout out to TJ for winning the state championship. That's my girl's dad's squad.
There you go.
Yep.
Congratulations.
But he had more that dude threw more interceptions than he did completions.
I believe it. I mean, dude, imagine someone called you. Like, he was on the practice squad. They're giving you a call, like, hey, man, we're going to need you for the game, and you're going to have to start quarterback. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We just literally got an update from the NFL right now. The Ravens just
Breaking
boarded-
news.
Breaking news. They just boarded the plane to Pittsburgh. We're one step closer to Wednesday's 3:40 game. Kickoff between the Ravens and the Steelers. It's going to go down, folks. So make sure you go down to Rivers, get your bets in. Get down there by 3 o'clock, beat the 3:30 rush. The dudes that are leaving work at fucking – there's probably dudes leaving work calling it. There's probably dudes already calling in sick tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good day to call in sick. It's a Wednesday. You know what I
See,
mean?
I don't like the middle of the week call off
Yeah.
because you got to fucking
Deal with
deal
them
with the rest of the
again.
rest of the week.
I like to break it up a little bit. You know?
It depends how hard. I mean, if you don't like get after it, yeah, it's nice. But if like
Yeah.
you drink till like 3 in the morning, and fucking
Oh yeah, the next day.
you get
is
it,
hell.
you get into like some
That's
crazy
why-
shit. It ruins.
that's why you
It's
gotta
gonna ruin
start
the
early.
last 2 days.
Start early. You know,
It's hard to
game's
shut-
over about 8.
Hard to shut it down sometimes, buddy.
You're not drinking enough then.
I think I'm taking the Ravens on the money line, man. There's just too much going on with this game. Like fucking, I could see it. The Steelers dropping this one.
What is the money line?
It's like plus 340.
Oh, okay.
With RG3?
Yeah, I mean the Steelers can't win every fucking game. They're gonna lose.
Maybe.
I mean, that's like a terrible analysis, but I mean, I get what you're
I
saying.
would say
Dave.
maybe the game after this one because they're not going to have much rest.
Yeah, it's like
It's
5 days.
Against the
Washington.
Washington football team.
Alex Smith?
Stupidest name.
Dude, I can't even like look at Alex Smith out there. I'm so worried about him.
I
It's insane. He's just dragging that fucking leg behind him. It doesn't even. It looks weird in like those fucking like football pants. Like, dude, are you okay? Like, do you need money? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Dude, after I seen like that 30 for 30, I'm like, please don't play. Like, dude, I get it. You're the man.
And I like
Good comeback.
right, yeah. Like you didn't die.
Yeah.
Like-
They didn't have to amputate your leg. Like,
He and then like when he came back and he was like the third string quarterback or whatever, I was like, oh, that's a nice story. But like now he's like fucking like out there.
yeah.
I wonder if he ever thought he was gonna like be the starter
Like this-
again.
Yeah, probably not.
Nah.
Fucking this dude got to deal with fucking Watt and like Bud Dupree next week. Like fucking, I'd be worried about my fucking leg.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's fucking scary. Speaking of football, we got women kickers.
Unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, what a fucking flick that is.
Well, Kathy Ireland. What'd you say, Shuli? She's
pretty
hot.
She's good looking.
Oh, yeah.
She's an attractive young lady.
What a take that is, dude. She's fucking she's old now, isn't she?
Who, Kathy? Yeah, she's in her 50s.
I thought she'd be older than that.
No, I could figure she was probably in her late 20s and Unnecessary Roughness. That was like 20 years ago.
What so the chick from Vanderbilt, I forget her name. She played soccer for the team. Yeah. And they went and they needed a kicker. They went and grabbed her. I'm not sure does anyone even know why they picked her and like not someone off the dude soccer squad or something like that, or is what?
I didn't read too much into it.
Me either. She was just getting blasted because fucking when she was warming up, it was like terrible, and then she just had the one like squib kick and that was it.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's like it's a fucked up year. It's a cool story.
Her team got beat like 41
Vanderbilt,
to nothing or some shit. 31 to nothing.
That's what I mean. I think if they were ever going to use her, this was the time. Like this game is not. We're not going to win. Yeah. It's not feasible.
Let's fucking get some good fucking press under Vanderbilt football.
I think she's starting this week though.
Is she?
I was seeing her
for the Broncos. She's playing quarterback.
She's throwing the ball around.
Dude, so I read she fucking gave the halftime speech. Like she gave a speech at halftime.
To the guys?
Yeah, like to she addressed the team at halftime.
I mean, good for her, I guess.
I mean, if you're getting your titties pounded in,
yeah,
no pun intended.
Yeah,
fucking, and like the female kicker gets up and starts giving like a rah-rah speech, like, dude,
win one for the Gipper.
Chill the fuck out.
That's when
like,
Sinbad needed to come
We've been
out.
getting our dicks pounded in all year long. Just let's run these fucking 2 quarters out and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Vanderbilt is like I didn't know this, but like. Until like not too long ago, but like Vanderbilt was like super high on academics. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, very
they're
very
like,
prestigious school.
Right. So this is like lines up with like their you know what I mean? Like, hey, let's
equality.
We stink. Get her out there. But like you said, it's weird that they couldn't have found a kicker on the dude. I mean, if I'm a soccer player on a dude's team, I'm like,
get me out there. I mean, yeah.
I mean, unless they didn't know dudes wanted to play, but like if she like put her foot forward, like I really want to play, they might have been like, fuck it, put her in. Like
she didn't kick a field goal.
No, I don't even think they got her close enough to kick, like even like try.
No.
Oh.
Fucking.
She got the one kickoff that was like a squib.
If I was her, I would have been like, man, I would have loved. It would have been great if my offense would have got down there really close enough to try to kick something, but like this offense doesn't move the ball and just start like going after like the Vanderbilt football squad. Like dude,
what are you doing out there?
If these guys didn't stink so, because I think the women's soccer squad was pretty good. Like if these guys didn't stink so bad, maybe I could boot the shit out of the ball. Right. Who knows? Like there could be some awesome girl kickers out there. She might be one, but it was she caught some heat for it, and people were. The fuck Twitter was going hard.
The internet attacks.
The internet attacks on both ends.
Yeah.
Speaking of attacking, I missed this fucking part when we were talking about snow. On the way up here, I saw a white person, 2 white people, like speed walking for exercise. Right now, it is snowing. Shit is wet as hell. This isn't like fucking all packed down nice snow. Like this is snow. Like I almost slipped fucking getting out of my fucking car. These idiots are walking on a main road, power walking. With a flashlight. That's the ultimate like wipe what like you just fucking call it a night. Get on your fucking order track. Like what the fuck is going on? Like why you're gonna walk on this main road where you can't see shit? There is no light in sight. And now good thing you had the flashlight, or I probably wouldn't have seen you. But I don't know what the fuck it was. Like you're just asking for it. Get inside.
Yeah. Especially on
it reminds me of
night.
that. It was that one video where fucking. The news was out. I think the chick was like jogging in Philly, and she's like, man, I really enjoy running this. It's so packed down. It's really good for your feet.
Weather.
She smacks her head off the ice, fucking 15 feet later. Nothing
slides down the hill.
Like gets fucked up. Like hit her head off the fucking ice. Nothing makes me more happier when that video comes on my timeline and I get to laugh at that stupid bitch again.
There's like, I remember one time I was like, when I lived in Washington, I didn't have a car and I had to ride my bike to work, and it was like seriously like 4 inches of snow on the ground. I'm like, I gotta fucking get after it. So I start going up this hill, and this hill was like treacherous, and this dude's at the bottom of the hill just like watching me. He pulls out a camera. He drives past me slow, gets to the top of the hill, and starts fucking photographing me. I'm like, I get to the top, like, hey, what's going on? He goes, oh, I work for the Washington Observer. He's like, it's just weird. We don't usually see people riding their bikes out in the snow. I'm like, yeah, I got to get to work. I don't have a car or anything. He's like, oh, check the back of the paper tomorrow. He's like, we might put this in there. Cool. Next day, go out the paper, look in the back. Fucking dude didn't put it in there. I don't think none of it. I don't even look at the front of the paper. I get like all of a sudden I get home and I get like 12 phone calls. People are like, dude, you're on the front of the paper.
You know 12 people in Washington?
Yeah, I did when I lived there, and I got like, people I worked with. They were like, "Yeah, we got the result," and they were like, "Dude, you're on the front of the paper saying like Mike Zidell never gives up. He doesn't miss a day of work." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Best employee in the world.
Right? And they were like, "Oh, this is great." Stutz
put that on a coffee mug.
He got made into a coffee mug.
That was a great coffee mug.
Until Frank broke it.
Yeah. Dude, white people just do stupid shit in the snow. I was when I worked for Public Works, I was up Square Hole salting the fucking roads, and like it was icy as fuck out. And like I'm on this cobblestone road, and I see this old guy just start, like when I say old, like barely, like fucking probably like 80-some years old, starts walking down the hill. I'm like, my man, what's the end game here? What are you up to? And he's like, oh, I gotta go see my wife. She was in like the hospital or some shit. And I was like, how are you getting there? And he was like, I guess the bus. He had like no plan. I was like, dude, get in the truck. I can't. There's no way I'm gonna let you slide down this hill and break your fucking head. And I dropped him off, and it wasn't that far. It was like, I think it was an old age home up, and it was other side of Squirrel. He'd still be walking there if I didn't get him. But I was like, my man, don't go in there and tell him like Pittsburgh Public Works are like driving old people around, because like I'm gonna get fired if anybody knows about this. But keep this one to yourself. Yeah. I just figured I'd slide in the story with me being like a great Samaritan.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Look at me, that. Just picking up old people.
That's the kind of guy I am.
One quick thing I did want to mention, big shout out to one of our number one listeners, Rich Tenney. Happy birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Rich.
Yeah, 68. Looks great. My man.
Rich Tenney, 68.
He's fucking still handsome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's keeping it together nice.
He's built. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got it, dude. He got it. It is what he got. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's about that time of the year, and it looks like all the leaves are falling. Next, the snow comes, and then after that, when the winter clears, you're going to need everything pressure washed. That's why you need to call Rosado & Sons Landscaping, located in Greenfield. Phone number 412-521-9045. Make sure you call Rosado & Sons Landscaping before you call anyone else. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. It's time to get Corndick of the week in there. Moneyline Welsh, what do you got for us this week?
Nate Robinson got his fucking head knocked off.
That he did, my friend. Enlighten us a little bit.
Well, Jake Paul and Nate Robinson were the undercard for Tyson Roy Jones, and Nate Robinson had the whole NBA back at him. He said he was putting the NBA on his back. He was doing this for like the culture, and Jake Paul just fucking fucked him up. Like almost like they thought he was like dead. It looked like he was dead.
It did look like he was dead.
His feet, he looked like the Wizard of Oz legs, just like fucking
Underneath
Dude,
the house.
he's getting a fucking
it
handful.
bad.
I feel bad for dude. Like his
he's
life will never be the same.
Yeah,
But
he's a meme forever now.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul, like, he's a big kid. He was like his fucking like a state like one state's like wrestling and shit like that. He's a YouTuber, but like he has like a decent amount of experience. Like one in the wrestling ring,
He's an athlete,
and then fucking two, he's been like boxing. Like him and his brother have been doing these fucking stupid fights where they're making a fucking fuck ton of money off of. Like boxing is about experience, dude. And like Nate just thought he was gonna roll in there and be like he was gonna be out athlete him. And he got his fucking bell rung. Nate Robinson is fucked forever. He is no longer
Fucked.
Nate Robinson from the New York Knicks that won like a fucking dunk contest. He's a meme.
Yeah.
He's a meme
Yeah.
forever. He can never. And I think he was trying to dip his toe in like the YouTube water, and I'm pretty sure that's why he did this. And like, he's fucked because anytime he says anything, anytime he has opinion on anything, there's gonna be 500 memes of him underneath just knocked out. He completely has to lean into this, and like that's the only shot he could really like save it. But like Paul Pierce had him on the IG live, like damn Nate, like fucking Steph Curry was like tweeting at him, like everybody was like he just got pummeled. And then Jake Paul, who's a genius in his own right, starts calling out Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Which is that's 100% gonna happen.
Yeah.
And his brother's is calling out Mayweather. His brother does the same fucking fights. But like Jake Paul's a big kid. Like he looked decent in there.
Yeah.
There's no way that any of them could beat Mayweather. I mean, that's
No, Norm McGregor, but like
Right,
fucking,
right.
they're going to get paid $100 million to
right.
do it.
Yeah, I guess that's the name of the game.
And
there.
not only that, like just that there, like these dudes already have an enormous audience. By him knocking him out like that, he tapped into a whole new audience that knew nothing about Jake Paul. And then now if he goes against
Yeah,
Conor
the black audience.
right, and now Conor goes against Conor McGregor, everyone in the world's gonna know who the fuck this guy is.
Right, and if I'm Jake Paul, I'm not fucking fighting anybody but Conor McGregor.
Right.
And all these like other dudes are like, man, I'll fight you. Like, dude, no, I'm fighting Conor McGregor for fucking $50 million.
Dude,
Right.
did you hear all the dudes that are coming out like, I'll knock you out?
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
Evander Kane said it.
Yeah, there was the
goalie from the Knights.
Yeah, but like no one cares Evander
Yeah,
Kane.
right.
Like
Right.
fucking
Well, Evander Kane, his dad was like a amateur boxer or something.
right.
And
I'm
he's
sure he will fuck him up. Yeah, I seen a picture of that dude. Like
He's
I'm sure he will.
huge.
I'm not saying Jake Paul's the toughest dude in America. I'm saying he got himself on that platform where everybody knows who he is.
And he's just
Now,
cashing checks.
so like if he be so dumb because if he goes and say invites or fights a Evander Kane or whoever, and he gets his head knocked off, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like but if he just beat the fuck out of Nate Robinson, if they could do that McGregor fight, people are gonna be like, oh man, people are gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's the fucking like an exhibition where I think those two motherfuckers would just fight. McGregor's gonna fucking knock his head off, but like I'll get my head knocked off for $50 million.
And that's the thing too. Like if you end up losing to like that Vander Kane, it's over. You lose to Conor McGregor, it's not over.
Yeah, you
it's
still
like,
No.
it's like,
people
dude,
that'll
I'm
fight
willing
you.
to
Then
take
you
on
go-
the toughest people in the world, and people are like, fuck, dude, they'll find someone else. Like this dude's, he'll go against anybody.
You go back to knocking out NBA dudes or NHL dudes or whatever.
Right,
Like, fucking,
yeah, he's a professional athlete.
he's not going to beat Conor McGregor.
Wasn't he trying
But
to
it's not
fight
gonna be
Antonio Brown? Was
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
him or his brother?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that was him. AB didn't want any.
No, baby made a good decision. Because, dude, like I said, Nate Robinson's in a dark place right now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what's going. He's can't.
Someone's talking him off the ledge.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely they're keeping all of his medications
Well,
away from
like
him.
I read something where he was in good spirits and like he hopped on like their group chat or like with his boys and like was taking all the jokes. But like, dude, I don't know, man.
He was just
You're a
sitting
walking meme now. You're not
Right.
Nate Robinson anymore. Like you're a meme.
He was like, oh, guys, that's funny.
And Jake Paul just fucking dancing on his grave the next day, posted a picture in his jersey. Jake Paul's girlfriend's that chick Julia Rose that showed her titties at the fucking World Series.
That's his girl.
That's his girl.
He's
And
having
he's a fucking
he's killing
he's
it.
been
Good
rich
for
since
him.
he's been like 16
Good for him.
from YouTube.
from YouTube, and now he's knocking dudes out. Like his stock completely rose, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, I always just thought like, and even if you hear like interviews with him, you would just think he's like such a huge fucking. And like they used to do corny ass shit, but like that corny ass shit made him fucking super rich, and now they're super rich and they can do more shit that they want. The fact that like it's literally celebrity deathmatch and they're fucking making fucking a ton of money off.
Right.
It.
What's his part? Impulsive.
I'm not sure.
That's what I think it's called, Impulsive.
I'm not sure. I never listened to it. I can't stand his one boy. I think his name is Mike or some shit like that. He's fucking. He's on the podcast with him, and like he's been on. The only reason I know that is he's popped up on some Barstool shit, and I'm like, dude, who is this fucking goof?
He lives with them, and the
Yeah.
dude's annoying as always bitching about everything. I did
Sucks.
see those clips. He's
Yeah,
the worst.
the
He's
worst.
the worst. Not to be confused with
I mean,
Mike Seidel.
if Greenfield's found his podcast or fucking, would you say their podcast was called?
Impulsive.
I mean, we'll fight Impulsive if they want to do that.
if they want to, we're here.
Well, we'll take that smoke.
I'll go train. I'll take an ass whooping. Who knows? Maybe.
I got fucking surgery Thursday. Give me a month to recover from that, and then like 3 months to train, and like fucking we could go do it.
Because we really have nothing to lose.
No,
Everyone's
No.
a game.
be snorting gunpowder, fucking everything, steroids,
Yeah.
We'll come back in jacked.
looking nuts. What's going on with how do you even say this?
Which one?
The fucking monolith for what the fuck?
Monolith.
Monolith.
Yeah, that's the. So what happened was, I'm sure by now you guys heard. If you didn't, we'll have it posted up when you're watching the video. The monolith. It's like this like big metal piece of like it's like a small metal structure. It was found in Utah. Some hikers found it. Like a few hundred hikers actually found it. So it was in an obvious place. They don't know how it got there. It was buried somewhat deep in the ground, and they're like, people are like, where'd it come from? What is it? And it kind of like suddenly disappeared.
How tall was it?
I think it was 7 feet.
Yeah, it looked pretty big.
So it was 7 feet. 'Cause seen someone standing next to it. It looked like it was taller than everybody. So it disappeared. People were like, "What is it? Is it like fucking aliens?"
Aliens.
I like to lean toward the alien side. But then Jack caught some breaking news. The same exact fucking thing showed up on a hillside in Romania.
Who the fuck goes? Or do aliens go to Romania?
I think they do.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I mean they go all over the place. So they go to yesterday's on Friday night.
You know what's weird is when I think of aliens, I just think of like U.S. only. Like, why the fuck would aliens go anywhere else?
Why are you wasting your time?
Yeah.
But like over in Romania, like now this thing's over there, and like obviously there's like 20,000 conspiracy theories. It's just a group of people out there fucking with people, and this is all. But I mean, then there's people like, dude, it's aliens, and I'm like, I like to think it's aliens. Like maybe they're trying to help us out.
2020, like, dude, we don't need aliens fucking with us right now. We're about to wrap this year up. Like, dude, pump the brakes, aliens.
I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Get us in 21 around like April when the fucking vaccine's out and fucking shit's coming back to normal. Then we
I'll
get
be
like,
ready. I'll
What
be
if they're
ready.
good,
Yeah.
what if they're good aliens though, and this thing's like meant to like bring good peace and energy? The monolith.
I'd still like to wait a couple months.
no, I mean, yeah. What do you think? That thing's like some like crazy probe with like superpowers?
Hey, I'm not ruling it out. I mean, did you ever watch Ancient Aliens and see all the shit about the pyramids and all that? I think that monolith might have
Might
some.
be on to something.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I watched enough Ancient Aliens to know.
Not an ancient aliens guy.
Huh?
Dude,
Well,
that's
I'm
too bad.
more of like a Yukon man.
Yo, are you? What about Gold Rush?
I'll dabble in Gold Rush.
Parker Schnabel?
Yeah, Parker's such a bitch.
He is bitch. He always brings some chick on with him that's like
He gets
that's
no-
using him.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
get out of here, Parker.
He brings some chick on every season who's using him to get her percentage of the gold. He'll have her like run the machine for 30 seconds. She'll break it, and then that's the last you see of her. But every week she's still there to get her 10% cut.
Yeah, I'm more of a trapper, a hunter.
You are.
I like to watch it and like just think like, what the fuck are these idiots doing out here? Like they could go to McDonald's.
You're out there trying to kill a grizzly.
This dude fucking was like fighting with a beaver today on the show. I'm like, why are you fucking with that beaver? Leave that thing alone, man. It's fucking freezing out and you're like fucking in the water. What's happening?
Yeah, what's coming on Swamp People? Like they're gonna
I
catch like
love swamp
they're gonna catch
people.
like
Shoot 'em!
yeah, like deadly snakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's what they're doing now. Gonna with the gators, dude. That was like that
That's
was
what it
getting
is.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have the wackest guns in America, just fucking shooting these gators on the top of the head.
Yeah.
What about the dude who was on there? You couldn't understand what he said. It looked just like Rich Delvecchio's dad.
Dude.
The dude who'd be like, "Hey, man, when you're going out there, man, you talk like Boomhauer. He's like, you're going out there, we're going to shoot, man, we get the law, man, man, we're gonna get a lot. We're gonna make money, money." And he bring his little dog with him. Yeah.
And then the dude, man, they showed a picture of his feet the one time. It was insane.
What, that dude's feet?
Oh man!
Gross.
And then he would talk about like his buyer who was like super rich, and the dude would show up in like a Camry and like fucking with some gel in his hair. Like this dude's super rich,
Shoes on.
but, and,
A Seiko watch.
yeah. Oh fuck! We got a brother in arms here, Z-Bird.
Yeah, our brother in arms. Well, first it's college student Zoe Brooks, and she was nice enough because 2020 has been such a messed up year. She made her OnlyFans page completely free. So, like, you don't have to pay anything. You just go check it out.
Which is genius because you think, like, I mean, we're talking about her fucking here, and I'm sure they're talking about her other fucking more popular podcasts and whatnot. But, like, you think of it, like, have it free for a little bit, make it good, and then charge, but give everybody a couple weeks free, and then fucking charge people, and then you're going to have way more people than you did before because, I mean, she wasn't a rocket.
No. I went.
Did you dabble in when I sent you that? I didn't have time to like fucking explore. I wasn't. I wasn't in the right.
I was off. I was off work day, so of course I did research and did my due diligence, and I was like scoping her turd cutter and stuff, and I'm like, you never complain about a free lunch. You know what I mean? But that's what I think when I texted you. But I wasn't that impressed. But like Jack said, it is.
Was she just not get? You didn't like what it looked like, or like the quality, like the content.
Just the content wasn't really there, and
she wasn't getting naked.
And she wasn't. I mean, she's not a total rocket.
No, she looked like a girl from West Mifflin.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have probably seen her at Century 3 Mall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She was,
circa 94.
Yeah, worked at the Arby's at Century 3.
Yeah. Maybe went over to Italian Village Pizza once in a while, but yeah, she was nothing special, dude. And but like her pictures, like she definitely had like decent butt cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, like
the butt cheeks looked okay from the picture I sent.
Right, and I looked through she had 20 posts, and like
Did you go to Hammer Time?
No, I'm in a committed relationship. I don't need to hammer myself as much as I used to. You know what I mean? So I just saved that.
So she was off work today.
Yeah, so yeah. My girlfriend actually was off today. I didn't have to jerk off, but. No, I was like looking at it, and I'm like, it really wasn't like hammering herself quality pictures. Like the one that you sent me that's in that article was probably the best one. Was like
I got you.
The headline. The rest of them are like sort of, but like you said, like if she gets fucking 500
or get 500 people,
and 500 of them end up signing up for $10. I mean, dude, she don't have to. It's a $60,000 a year job.
We need to figure out how to fucking
get on
OnlyFans going.
I mean, we're trying to dip our toe in the water.
What if we start like doing this naked? You think I can?
Do I think it would take off?
Yeah.
Absolutely. After you have the surgery and everything?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Post butthole.
Yeah. Dude, if you once you get your rectum back in there, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, there's no stopping us.
Dude, did you see the one OnlyFans girl was like selling her bath water?
Yeah. Fucking. You sent me that. I think tonight.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
It is. Use condoms, like condoms they use to like.
Why? Like, why use like full of jizz?
I guess because it was up in her. I don't know because it touched. I don't know.
It touched her vagina. Like I guess she.
Yeah,
like,
but some dude's dick was just in that thing.
It makes sense, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's some sick people out there. I seen.
What do you think they ship that in?
Dry ice.
That's crazy.
They keep it, fresh.
I mean, dude, that's a fucking moneymaker, though. If you're just fucking,
scooping
out your bathwater.
Dude,
there's endless amounts of bathwater.
I was just thinking that.
I take a bath fucking twice a day and just ladle it out.
Pissing it, fucking whatever. Probably, I would imagine the smellier
Some
the
people
better.
probably prefer that.
No, that's what I mean. That's what, dude. Listen. If you're ordering bathwater, you want that smelly shit.
Yeah.
You don't want the fucking normal water, like clean water.
Like a random hair in there.
Yeah.
Little soap scum.
Maybe a toenail. Now, what do you think? What do you think these creeps are doing with this bathwater? Do you think they're fucking? You think they're drinking it?
Probably.
Yeah.
They're jacking off with it or something.
That seriously turned my stomach.
I want to drink your bathwater. I mean, like she's selling a ton of bathwater, so the
somebody's drinking it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like an old man fucking line. Like, I'll drink her bathwater.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
And now
A couple of my
motherfuckers
dad's
are really
friends-
drinking her bathwater.
that's
Bitch's
because
bathwater.
it's the first time in history that bathwater's been available for sale. You know what I mean? We should have been talking about this fucking years ago.
There's way more fucking opportunity for women to make money on the internet than men.
Right? No one's buying my bathwater.
No.
I mean, there's obviously a market. Just you got to try it, man. Put it out there.
I don't have a top.
Z-Bird's shirtless chores. I mean, it's gonna take off, Mike.
Well, that's where we're leaning with the OnlyFans. So I think we got something there. I got a couple chores to do tomorrow. Wink, wink. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll get that posted.
Yeah, that fucking bathwater. The used condom shit is just
That's
fucking crazy.
Ridiculous.
Well, like I seen the one thing on Barstool. They interviewed a girl who was making $65,000 a month, and the stuff that she was asked to do is completely insane. Dudes were asking her not to shave her armpits.
Yeah.
You seen
I
that
see
one?
shit like that. Yep.
And then like she had to like go on a run, like a 2 or 3 mile run, sweat, smell real bad, masturbate with the backside of a comb, and she made like $800 to do that. But I'm like, that's, I mean,
Nothing like punching the old time clock.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. What sick fucking asshole was like, all right, this is what I need you to do, and like gave her
That's a real specific shit.
Yeah.
the same guy who told his friend, like, I know you can get bathwater at. That's the same fucking guy. Like, I know a good place to get bathwater if you're looking for it. This chick got gallons of it.
There's something out there for everybody, dude.
Yeah.
In 2020, that Facebook commercial wasn't fucking lying.
There's a group for
Yeah,
everybody.
there's a group for everybody. It's like the Kazoo Club, the bathwater fucking club. you
Right.
fuck-
Oh, I'm gonna check that. I guarantee there's one out there.
Ugh.
There has to be.
I don't like the kink shame, but like we're fucking pushing the limits here, dude. Speaking of fucking kink shame, and this fucking guy married his fucking fuck doll.
Yeah. I love this story.
Get after it.
Okay, so the dude lives over in Kazakhstan. He's like a bodybuilder.
Isn't that where Borat's from?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he lives over in Kazakhstan, had a falling out with his girlfriend, ended up deciding to marry this sex doll. In his defense, the sex doll is probably the hottest chick in Kazakhstan.
Dude, like
Seriously.
really, really hot.
Like the sex doll is,
Seems cool.
yeah, the sex doll fucking doesn't talk back, smoking hot, not really good at chores or cooking
Yeah,
or
doesn't
anything.
cook or clean yet.
But definitely lets him smash anytime he wants to. It's like the door's always open. And he chills with this thing like they were on a boat.
Chills, he fucking takes it on trips.
Right, so they're on a boat, like on a sailboat, and the fucking sex doll's just sitting there. He got his arm around her, like eating a crab leg, having the time of his life. And it's like, wow, this dude, like, is he on to something?
It seems like it.
He looks happy as
Dude, he
fuck.
married her.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, who's more fucked up? The guy that married the fucking sex doll or the people that went to the fucking wedding like, dude, if you hit me up like, hey, dude, I'm getting married, like, huh, I didn't know you had a lady. Like, yeah, it's through my fucking sex doll. I'm like,
You'd come. You'd
I'd have to. Yeah, you're right. That's, you don't miss an
But
event
what
like
was he
that.
doing? Trying to like get back at his make her jealous?
He said he was sick of dealing with, like, the problems with regular women. And
Yeah, who isn't, bro?
Right.
Yeah, no
So
doing.
I just find a rubber doll who's going to let me plug her all the time. And he was like, yeah, like sometimes he was like saying in the
her-
article, it puts different wigs on her. Sometimes they play dress up. Like,
Dude, he had
the
a
whole
pink-
thing is dress.
Yeah,
It's
the
not
whole-
a real person. It's not role play.
Dude, he put that pink wig on her, and I was
She
like,
looked hot.
in the pink wig.
Yeah.
That got me going a little bit.
I'll
He was
be-
like, they were like spooning face to face. I was like, oh man, I like the way she looks.
Let's just like I'll say this much: like if I was single and the rubber sex doll with the pink hair came over my house, and I mean I was a single guy, I'd plug it. Would you?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
dude.
I mean-
Whitney Cummings has a sex doll, and it's
I
like
see.
part of her like stand up act. And she said she was like, she had to go somewhere for like a week and like left her and her boyfriend, like relatively new boyfriend, but like they were relatively new living together. Stayed at her house, or they were living together. So she was gone first week. The dude was there by himself, and she left a sex doll there. And fucking, she said she came back and it was like a little like disheveled, like looking, like looked a little off. And she was like, "Did you fuck my fucking sex doll?" Did he? He said no, but he did say, he's like, "Dude, I like grabbed her titty to like see what was up, and like it was like real." And she was like, "You were just grabbing my sex doll's titties while I was fucking out
He
working."
was smashed.
Dude, I'm oh
smashed.
my
Smashed.
god, I would fucking lock the doors, put the blinds down, and turn off my fucking cell phone. Like,
Right.
have yourself a weekend, my man.
Yeah.
That's great.
You get yourself a couple cases of that Capri Sun and just go to town. You know?
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
And some lube.
Yeah,
I don't understand like bringing the sex doll on like fucking
vacation.
vacations. See, that's why this dude's probably doing it to go viral. So like, good for him. But like, I don't know, that wedding looked. He's whatever it is. He spent a couple bucks on that fucking wedding.
Yeah, I mean, her gown was beautiful.
Yeah.
She looked lovely.
That's the creepiest part about all this shit. Not fucking it. That's all. It's like dressing it and like doing the makeup and all that fucking shit. That's the weird part.
Wait. Okay, so if he got this sex doll, and he bought a gown, obviously.
Yeah.
To get married in. Isn't it bad luck if he sees the fucking gown before the wedding day?
Yeah, maybe sleep. Like, hey, mom.
Can you go dress my fuck doll?
My fuck doll has to sleep over the night before the wedding, and can you bring her to the fucking to the wedding?
That's the other thing. Like telling your parents, I wonder if my parents are gonna like my girlfriend. Like, she doesn't talk a lot. Yeah, I mean, she kind of just lays there. You know, like, well, we want to meet her, and you come in, it's a fucking doll. You're like, okay, yeah. Do you know where Western Sykes at?
Yeah, there's not a lot of things my mom would be like on my side about, and I think that might be it. That's probably put that in the
in the no.
Yeah,
category.
that's probably crossing the line there.
My mom would be like, I don't know about you, that bitch likes to party. But she's a doll, Ma. She's a doll. She'd be like, I swear she was doing blow with me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, she's doing all my shit.
Someone did it all. Your stupid sex doll's a coke whore. Like, no, it's just my mother.
Might as well wrap this up, take a little break.
Hey, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house? Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, we got the same thing in common. We're going to die. I don't want to leave my loved ones with a bunch of bills and debt, and then all they do is talk shit about me when I'm dead. I needed to make sure I had life insurance. Make sure you call Roman Financial Group and Carmen Mercurio at 412-862-5511. Carmen will get you all set up so your family doesn't hate you when you die. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning, and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them. They were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We always like to dig up a relationship story for you. We got a good one for you this week. Apparently, someone doesn't like to sit in a hot tub full of piss.
What?
Yeah, what a psycho. So this one girl, her boyfriend and a couple of her friends came over, and apparently everyone just decided to let loose in the hot tub and pissed, I guess, all over her. But it was highly like, chlorinated.
It was her, her boyfriend, and then like two other friends, and like they were at her boyfriend's fucking house, and they like all like start laughing when they got in the hot tub, and she's like, "What's so funny?" Like, "Oh, like we just peed in the hot tub," and she like got completely offended about it, like like wanted to like press charges and like couldn't believe her boyfriend
Jesus
was fucking
Christ.
like wasn't sticking up for her and like she felt like violated and all kinds of crazy shit. Don't get in a hot tub unless you want to swim and piss.
Yeah, every hot tub
Or a
has some
pool.
piss in
Yeah,
it.
any body of water
Yeah.
you could piss in.
Right. It's a rule.
Especially- How
Any
do
body
you-
of water.
You're not even gonna feel it. It's not like when you're like in the ocean, all of a sudden you swim through like that warm spot. You're like,
Yeah.
oh man, I just swam
And that's
through
like
somebody's piss.
Well,
yeah.
and that's probably like a whale's giant piss. It's just heating up the whole ocean.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
Huge
the hot
whale.
tub, it's just all hot anyway.
Hey,
That's
dude, and you
cooking.
almost
Killing
get
germs.
you almost get knocked out by the chlorine in a hot tub when you walk into a hot tub.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's gone. Like you probably can't take like you can piss in a hot tub till the party's over, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like don't come to the party if you're gonna be that type of person. Fucking you're gonna grow. You know what you are? You're fucking the lady. I don't want to. You're Karen, dude. You go
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
and you fucking complain about how thick your salami's cut. Like shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
The crazy part is though that she wanted to like press charges and stuff. Like,
It wasn't-
okay, you get bent
yeah.
out of shape. I get it.
Like
Yeah, and she was
you
like
wanna
she was like taking it to the point where like I feel like violated, like fucking like they
Like,
like
they didn't
dude,
rape you. Honey.
Yeah,
They pissed in a fucking hot tub.
everyone peed in the hot tub. Fucking everyone's drinking White Claws. You know what I mean? Like you're like can relax. It's just a little bit of fucking piss.
Instead of having like an angle of gratitude, like I'm hanging out, my boyfriend has a hot tub. I should be grateful I get to hang out in a
Yeah.
hot tub. It's like
She
like,
should be like, all right, I'll take all the or you know like maybe
piss all over me.
yeah, add a little chlorine into the fucking situation if you're that fucking worried about it. A little more.
It would have been. I mean, like it wasn't like they pulled their cocks out and like pissed right on her.
Like,
literally.
No,
Or
they
they
didn't. They didn't,
showered
they
her.
didn't fucking stand up and piss. They
They ordered
fucking
Kelly to-
yeah. They were fucking. They were sitting in their fucking seats like gentlemen and fucking pissed. You know what I don't like about hot tubs though, is like when everybody's like when someone touches your foot, like get off my feet.
Yeah,
Don't,
kinda
don't
weird.
touch my dogs. Like everybody, because there isn't much space in a hot tub. Like fucking.
like when their feet touch your feet, or somebody
Yeah.
like reach down.
No, well, either or I
Yeah.
wouldn't like, but like when a foot touches my foot, like, dude, now we're touching dogs in here. Like it's a.
yeah.
I
you
don't like. I
don't
rather
mind
yeah.
if they shit in there,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I'd
God
rather
forbid
you
your feet touch.
Yeah, I don't
All
know.
right.
That's just
Yeah.
It creeps me out a little bit.
That's
Piss,
your bugaboo.
piss away, dude. I wasn't a pool pisser or like I didn't piss in water until I got like older, just because like I like I don't know. Like part of me believed that like the blue chlorine shit, like if you would piss, like there would be a spot behind me. Until I figured out like I was swimming in everybody else's piss. Now I was like, well, you're gonna swim in my piss. too. If you've
We're
ever
even
been,
this up
if
here.
you ever been to like a pool party in Put in Bay or like fucking Vegas or anything like that, there is not a line. There's nobody in the bathrooms ever.
Yeah.
Everybody's drinking all day. There is no line for the bathroom.
Yeah, if you're in a pool,
It's piss city.
If you're at a pool party, and you're drinking 5 million Miller Lights. I mean,
Especially in
You're
Vegas.
all you're doing is pissing water back out at that point.
right? That's like an all day thing. Like how many
Yeah.
times you?
Vegas, yeah, Vegas. Those like pools are like bigger. Fucking Put in Bay gets gross, dude.
I've never been up there.
I've never been up there either.
It's but it's past our time now.
Yeah.
Well, not yet. Until we get into our like 50s, then you could go back because that's when like the weird swinging starts like going on. So if you fucking if we buy a pontoon boat and head back up there in our 50s, we could do all right. I
Slide
think.
right in
Yeah.
there. Huh?
What we on gear grinders already? Oh no! I know what I want. What's the status on the Gucci closet?
Dude, I'm waiting for a Gucci estimate to come through the
It's-
mail.
In
Dude,
the
I come
mail?
home.
So did you know he was going to be there? Does he know?
No.
Is he a listener? I don't think he is.
I
'Cause
think
if he w-
Jamie might.
If he was, I would have heard about it already. So that's what makes me think he's
Dude,
not.
so like I come home Monday, me and Zebra get together, we're putting the plows on, getting ready for this, snow fest. So like I work like a half a day, I come home and it's like Jamie's there, Gucci's there, kids are everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, oh no. He's coming to give me this fucking estimate on this closet. They don't even invite me upstairs to even like.
It's not your business.
I didn't want to go up there and look anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not even invited upstairs to like talk about anything. But so eventually by the end, like, dude, so I'm like downstairs. There's like 7 kids in the house. I'm like, I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, somebody
You-
somebody deal with these kids.
Yeah,
It's
so I go
certainly
up
not
there
me.
and like
Not
I'm
me.
like bullshitting and like yeah he can do. I'm like dude, can you do like dressers? You know what I mean? Maybe do some dressers. He's like, oh dude, I can't do all that. See,
Well, you want him to build a dresser?
I was just throwing it out there, throw a little curveball at him.
see how
yeah, right.
see what he has.
I was like fucking with like the movie Overboard when you know what I mean? Like he came with a closet with like the shoe rack that like swung around. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I can't do shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. So Jan is like probably gonna try to like. I was like talk me into it. I'm like, we'll see. I don't know. She's like, I know. I think Johanna has got whispers back to her that like I'm not too like.
That we're hating on this.
Yeah,
We're hating
I'm
on
not
this
too like
closet.
high on this. She's like, I know you don't want like other guys coming in to do stuff, but this, I'm like,
Oh, I mean, if you didn't tell her that, yeah, she's definitely got wind of it.
yeah, she probably got wind, or maybe the expression on my face every time she brings it up.
So what's his plans for this closet?
He doesn't even know.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I think it's
Gucci.
just based,
Listen, Gucci's running the show in the Rosato household.
Dude,
Right?
yeah, I know, right? They're just gonna tell me what they're doing. I don't know. I'll just come home one day and it'll be done. There's supposed to be like cubby holes so where you could just like see all your. I don't know. You like slide shit in.
What if he went? It was like a bunch of shit from Target, like the organizers.
Yeah, he just,
like the metal rack he put together with the little shoe things that hang down.
yep.
He's like,
That's
yeah.
kind of what I had before that collapsed.
What
so.
if you go there and he just puts a pole and a bunch of hangers? Like, here you go, dog.
2,800.
Yeah, right. And it's like, Gucci won't rake us over to Kohl's. Well, I'm like,
He's a turtle salesman.
yeah, right. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's fucking funny. What, we hopping into gear grinders here?
Yeah, let's hop into it.
Johnny, you got a gear grinder.
Dude, we're driving over here, dude, and we haven't seen a wreck. Like, some people just refuse to yield.
There's been some yielding issues going on lately. I agree with you on that.
This dude was, like, flying, and the other dude wasn't backing off. So he was like, they're going to fucking wreck. And I'm like,
Dude,
dude, that happened.
did.
Yeah, like,
People will wreck if they don't have to yield and they see another motherfucker coming, they'll wreck instead of yielding. You know what I mean? Slowing down.
And
like,
the funny thing is, neither one of these cars hit the fucking brakes, dude. They
it
were
was just a
like,
race. I did that one time on like accident, and like fucking, it was too late to stop because I would have like my fucking back end would have like fucking start like I would have wrecked. So like me and this other fucking car were fucking just gunned it to the fucking yield, and we barely missed each other. It was completely my fault, but I wasn't paying attention. I was too far in where I just had to gun it. It was
back.
yeah, there was no turning back.
but yeah, people coming off aggressively on the yield grinds my gears. You know what I mean? Like,
Snowy out.
it's snowy out. This dude, like, swerved to go around him, but that happens to me all the time. You, like, see him, like, is this dude going to slow down? Like, should I? But then you're like, fuck that.
Right.
He got the
And then
yield.
you're braking like a pussy.
Yeah, right.
And the dude behind you knows you're a pussy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough situation out there on these roads. And then with like, sound like an old fucking man here, with like cell phones, you don't know if people just can't drive or they're not paying attention at all.
Or both.
Yeah, both. I've been beeping a lot of people at red lights recently. I don't do the aggressive beep. I do the little, and then like, if that
Dude,
doesn't-
sometimes, depending on the horn, like, dude, that sounds aggressive no matter what.
Yeah, I like. Well, I
Give it a-
feel like I mastered it. I hit it with like the bottom of my palm, like real
Yeah.
quick. But then there's always like an asshole behind me who'll lay on it, like, guys, come on. I'm behind the person that's fucking. I'll handle the situation.
Yeah, this
Dude,
is
I
none
don't
of your
need
fucking business.
Yeah, I'll get us moving here. Relax back there, because now you're aggravating me more than
Dude.
the asshole in front of me that's not moving.
I did this one time. There was like a car in front of me, and the other car like wasn't going. So I beeped the fucking horn, like, meh. This dude gets out of the car and tries to fight the dude in front of me.
That's funny.
Dude, it was like an old steel mill worker. He's like, I'll knock you the fuck out.
Yeah, he's on his 13th beer of the
Yeah,
afternoon.
this dude's like, chill out, man, chill out. He's like, motherfucker. Like, got back in his car. I'm like,
Sat there through another
thank
green
God
light.
he didn't know. Yeah, dude, this dude was unhinged.
Dude, I remember I was coming home from Avalotus the one time, and I was like in traffic, and it was like up by the Churchill Country Club, the old Churchill Country Club, that like fucking steep ass road.
Yeah.
And fucking this old cannon just ran in the back of me, like fucking. And I was driving on a suspended license because of parking tickets again, and he was definitely drunk. And fucking, I didn't even get out. I just gave him a thumbs up, like I was. And he gave me a thumbs up, and like we just kept it moving. Like,
He cracked another
He cracked
beer.
another one. Like, and the police are not coming here, my man. I don't care what you did to my fucking 2001 Honda Accord. I promise you, I don't give a fuck.
How bad did it fuck up your car?
I mean, if that fucked up my bumper, but like, dude, he seriously could have caved the whole back, and I had to keep it moving,
Right.
or Uncle Jack was going to jail. It was so funny though, because you gotta think the percentage of people that will work with, where you just like fucking like, hey, fuck it.
We're good.
Usually you get some chick or some fucking dude. It was literally a thumbs up and a thumbs up back, and like, let's keep this party.
That's an understanding there.
Like you're drinking a bunch of beers in the afternoon, fucking running in the back of people. I'm driving without a license. Let's get home safe, my man.
Yeah. Pretend this never happened.
You know?
Yeah. Oh man.
Surely you got a fucking grinder.
Oh, dude. So, my kids, for the next 2 weeks, are doing online fucking learning. So I mean, I'm not like an IT guy, but I can I can email, I can do shit like that. I'm not a moron. I couldn't get this fucking thing I couldn't get them logged on this morning, dude. I was ready to start throwing shit through the fucking window, dude. I was like, why do they make this so fucking hard? Like, do I need to take a computer class to fucking get my kids logged into fucking virtual learning or whatever they call it? And then Rose was like, well, did you try this? Like, don't talk to me right now, dude. Like, please go in the other room. Take the kids with you. I'm about to burn
I
this
gotta go
motherfucker down.
I
right
go
now.
to school today.
Oh, dude, I called the school. I'm trying to get anybody I can to fucking help me. No one's.
I'm
in
sure you're
fucking
not.
school.
I'm sure you're not the only person. They're probably getting hammered with phone calls.
Oh
like
yeah,
fucking,
there was you could comment. I couldn't get into the class, but I could see what everybody was commenting. Everybody's like, "What the hell kind of password is this?" It's not going. Well, they didn't say hell because it's a Catholic school. They're like, "What kind of password? Yeah, what the heck is going on over there?" But it was torture, dude. It ruined the first part of my day. I spent like 3 hours trying to do it.
The worst thing in the world is like when you have a password and you know it's right and it's just not working.
And that's
And
exactly
it's
what it was
fucking-
because I called her and checked. She's like, "It's one on a paper." I'm like,
Yeah, no
well,
shit,
that's what
lady.
I'm fucking putting
Yeah.
in there.
You think I just made my own?
I was even going as far as maybe the L's are ones and this is something else. I'm fucking writing crazy shit in there as passwords, and they're like, and it finally got in there like, you join the meeting. I'm like, boom, join. Like, you're the first one here. Like, it's fucking 12 o'clock. Where's all the other kids at? Wrong meeting.
Oh,
It was
man.
a meeting. It was a meeting of one. And then both my kids are like, so do we have school today? Like, listen, why don't you guys go play out on the side? Take your mother with you, and I'm gonna get this done.
Yeah,
And I still never did.
Yeah, I got some shapes to figure out today.
Oh, dude, it was. And then,
And you're paying for this, right?
oh yeah.
So you're paying for your fucking afternoon to just be fucking fucked. Your kids are still there, but you're gonna log on to computers.
Oh, it was brutal, dude. It was brutal. And then, you forget a password for something and shit. So then, I'm in the middle trying to log on. They're like, okay, I'm on the phone. They're like, okay, now go check this email I sent you from before. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I just did 27 passwords. I couldn't remember. It's an old email account that I don't even use.
You don't got the password to get in the email.
So I
account.
had to fucking get them to text it to me. So I'm like, well, we got to wait for a second. And it's like, beep. And I'm like, oh, that's the fucking, this is the worst. Like, this day, I wish I'd have just stayed in bed. We should have did snow this morning. Fuck this.
Yeah, that's tough.
We should have faked it at the
Yeah,
house.
yeah. It was
Yup.
brutal.
Oh, dude, my neighbor. So this weekend, Sunday, I was like, I'm gonna cut my grass, do everything I have to do for the one last time of the year. I'm like,
Cut your grass this weekend?
yeah,
Wow.
This is for the last time. I'm like, done with it. I let it go for like 3 weeks. It was like ready to get trimmed up and everything. I did it. Well, I go down my driveway, and then I'm doing it, and as I'm doing it, my neighbors come out and they're like, hey, could you be careful? We don't want you shooting those rocks anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, I would do that, but the problem is this is your driveway, and you don't cut anything right here, and there's just weeds growing everywhere into my yard that makes them look like shit. So I have to go ahead and knock them down, or otherwise your weeds are just going to grow into my yard. So if you want to come out and pick them out, I'd be more than happy to stop. And they're, oh, I was like, and there's actually no cars around right now. Like, yeah, we just don't like that over here because it makes a lot of noise. And I said, why? I don't like weeds growing in my yard.
More noise than the lawnmower?
Yeah, what's that? No.
Yeah, right. Like, shut the fuck up.
They were like, because they were scared because they think it kicks up rocks or something. But my thing is, next to my house, my property ends here, and then here's their driveway, and then there's a little fall off. But their driveway, because they don't maintain anything, is fucking, the grass is the weeds are higher than
Call
my
the borough on them.
It's in the works. They're done. I told my girlfriend's dad, and I'll take care of it.
You got a lot of nerve to bitch when you're leaving, when your yard's fucked up.
And you're bitching at me for cutting it down to say oh, be careful. I said there's nothing here, and I said I'll never cut this down again. I said but someone's gonna have to cut this down, and I was fucking furious.
What do we got here? Are we dealing with old people?
No, here's the best part. It's one old guy who bought this house. And then he moved his grandkids in there because they can go to college up here, and they're fucking lazy pieces of shit. This isn't the first incident I had with them. The second one was they set their garbage out 3 Sundays ago when it was super fucking windy out, and there was garbage everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I'm picking up garbage, throwing it back on their lawn.
Yeah, you're
That's
not a
the way to
garbage
do
man.
it. Yeah,
So I threw it back on their lawn, and the daughter or granddaughter is somewhat normal. Said to my girlfriend, "Oh, is your husband or is he?" So he gets to my boyfriend. Yeah, he was mad. It was sitting there for 2 days. No one picked it up. It was your trash. why didn't someone come and pick it up? And she was like, oh, my boyfriend's so lazy. And well, he better get real fucking unlazy.
Yeah, what's the matter with your hands, lady?
Right.
Fucking pick up the fucking
Well,
garbage.
she told after that, like they like make sure they put but like dude, on a windy night, don't set your garbage out at 6 o'clock with no lid on it and just let it fly over the fucking neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Listen, I live south side. We run by different roles.
Yeah.
It's the Wild Wild West. Everyone just throws their trash in the street on garbage night, and it was windy that fucking
couple weeks ago.
Man, there was shit everywhere. But it blows away. I'm not 100% sure where does it go. Nobody picks it up. I know that.
Yeah.
Like it just the street cleaner comes and fucking
Out of
handles it.
sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Dude.
But the thing with that is, like down where you're at, you don't have to worry about a yard. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so
No
now-
yard involved.
Yeah, so there's no yard involved. So like if that blows up the sidewalk or whatever, it's kind of like out of your life. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother you. But
Out of my jurisdiction.
right. So like I go out front and I see this like everywhere, and I'm fucking mad. And then they kind of sent me over the edge when they were like, "Don't weed whack over here." Like I'm like, well, someone has to take care of it.
And you're a professional.
Right. And my girlfriend's dad, I told him, I was like, dude, you're fucking driving me nuts. He was like, oh, I'm gonna call. So don't worry about that. There'll be someone up there. They're gonna pull them fucking weeds. I'm like, yeah, fuck them.
What does that mean?
He's been living up there
Probably
forever.
call the borough. They're going
Probably
to say,
call-
I hear we're going to get a citation.
Send a guy up there.
Yeah, I know this guy. You know what I mean? You don't want to pull weeds. It's because you got broken hands. Eh? Forget about it.
I got a year grinder. I went to Hello Bistro today for lunch, and I wanted some soup. It was cold out. It was a nice soup day. So I walk in and it said quarts of soup $5, and I was like, "Wow, that's a really good fucking deal. A quart of soup is $5." And I was so I was weirdly like pumped about it. I was like, "Man, this is fucking really good soup. I can't believe this is on." It was on my mind like for way too long. Like, what a good deal I got on fucking soup. And it's grinding my gears that I'm an old fucking loser that I can just like driving here. I was like thinking about the soup again. I was like, dude, you fucking pussy. What are you doing?
What
I
kind of
sure
soup?
got-
It was chicken noodle. It was fucking the perfect chicken noodle fucking day. But like the fact that like a $5 and I was like busy today and like fucking it was like it hit the spot. But I was like, man, that $5 soup fucking was good stuff. And I was just so excited about it. I was like, dude, your life is over, you fucking geek.
Did it taste better because it was $5?
I just thought a quart of soup for 5 beans was a good deal.
Can't go wrong. You should have bought 2 of them.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have a little soup when I go home tonight. I just hate the fucking fact that like, man, this is what I look forward to now when I catch a deal on some fucking soup.
Well, dude, you were getting fucked over by the protein guy.
But, yeah.
That's true. Ah, man, do I keep blowing past that motherfucker?
Did you, as it came up yet, have you like gotten to the point
I
where
won't
you're
acknowledge
gonna-
him. I'm not
So
acknowledging
you're
him.
not even going to purchase the $3
I'm not going to buy a water from those motherfuckers
Right.
now. Until I want him to ask me, like, hey, man, like, any reason that you're not buying our shakes? And I'm going to give him, I'm like, yeah, because you're up charging $3 for the fucking protein on the free shake, my man. And he's going to look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm going to look at him like he's crazy. It's going to be like that one meme where Puff Daddy and the other dude are just staring at each other like this. And we're going to have a standoff, and I'm going to see what he says. But yeah, my life's over. Like, fuck, you might as well put me in a fucking ground because I'm getting excited off $5 fucking soup. Like, seriously, think about how old that is. They'd be like, oh, that's like something like my mom would
I was just going to say.
like, hey,
dude.
man, if you're hungry, they got soup for $5 over at John Eagle.
Yeah, like-
Shut up,
Like-
lady.
And then they put out a group text to all their friends.
Yeah, then fucking.
They got a bag. You get a baguette.
Yeah.
You get a
They gave me a
bag-
bunch of crackers.
Oh, dude. I mean, that you know.
It's
what,
a good
dude.
deal. It is a good deal. But I'm not hating on the deal. I'm hating how happy it made me.
Yeah, you sound like my gram. She was like, well, come let me see. Guess how much I paid for that?
Yeah.
$3.
Like, dude, that's a lot of meat for $3, Graham. I don't know what the fuck we eating here.
I used to not care. Now I'm like, that's a hell of a deal, Graham.
Yeah. And then I'm a Starbucks guy. I just hate like the to-go coffee cups with the lid on them.
Yeah.
There's no judging like how hot like that first sip's gonna
No.
be if you're gonna burn that fucking roof off of your mouth. Like I'll blow on it, and then I think I'm okay, and then I'll just fucking scorch my fucking top of my
That's
mouth.
the worst.
Starbucks my opinion, is extremely way too fucking hot.
It's crazy hot.
I tell them every
It's
time,
good.
I'm like, can I get a couple cubes in there?
You Cuba Good and Judy.
Yeah, because I drink it black. I'm like, can I get a couple cubes in there? They're like, yeah, no problem. other than that, I can't handle it for like another like 20 minutes.
When I was a Get-Go guy, when I was going there, I would grab some cubes. I would just fucking go press the thing and put my hand right over
Oh,
the
yeah, and then dump them right in his mouth.
bro.
I used to do the same
It's a big
shit.
white trash move.
Yeah.
There.
Pre-Corona days, Kyle.
Yeah,
You remember?
right.
But like, I would just bam.
Yeah.
Ice all over the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just kicked it
No,
against the counter.
no one
and
even
walked
look at you. No one will look at you sideways about it. If the guy behind me about to do the same fucking thing. Those were the fucking days. Those days are over.
You put some ice in your hand and throw it in his coffee. Like,
Yeah.
Here you go, pal. I got
Yeah,
you.
right. Who else needs some ice?
You want one of these?
I got too many.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, I hate when like I hate lukewarm coffee though.
Yeah, I do too. That's what I mean.
It's
It's,
a
such,
fine
it's such a
line.
fine line. As soon as it turns to like remotely cold, it's fucking gross. But when it's
Right.
scalding hot, you can't drink it. It's
Still
that
got a
perf-
sweet spot.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a sweet spot. I think there's about like a 9-minute sweet spot you got there
Yeah.
when it's scalding hot until like drinkable.
Yeah.
Plus, I get Americanos too, so like that
Yeah.
Americanos espresso with fucking hot water in it. That hot water they have down there
It's so
is
hot.
scalding hot. It's fucking crazy.
Burn your tongue and fucking you
That's
can't even taste
the
the rest of it.
worst. You
Nope.
can't taste nothing the rest of the fucking week.
You fucking take a sip of that and go up Iola's and get a fucking slice off the top. You're not tasting anything till fucking 2022.
Yeah, you have no skin in your mouth after that. We got some questions from the listeners.
Oh, our listeners got some questions, huh?
Yeah, we got one good one. The questions from the listeners brought to us by Manscaped. Don't forget about the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 and promotional code GFP right now. That's the perfect stocking stuffer. If you click on our link on all of our bios and every platform we're on, you can find it. The Manscaped website. Don't forget to use promotional code GFP. You'll save 20% on your whole entire order. They have a whole bunch of stuff. They have a new nose trimmer out, the Weed Whacker, and they also
They
have
got a nose trimmer.
Yeah, the Weed Whacker.
They sent us a nose trimmer.
No, they sent us some stuff the other day though.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You're just building a fucking army of fucking Manscaped fucking
No,
shit back there, huh?
No, I just didn't. No, but we got.
I want that. I want a nose trimmer.
All right, I'll tell them.
Tell them fucking nose trimmer. Fucking these plugs stop.
I got you, boss. I'm gonna let them know right after this segment, boss. I'm gonna let them know. Say, Jack, wants that nose trimmer. But people asked like a couple questions. A couple of them were like funny, goofy. But this brought up like a lot of memories. Big time listener Rob Perouse asked a question. He said, "Do you guys remember your best sleepover?" And I'm like,
I'm having trouble narrowing one down.
Mine clearly, there was like two with me, like the best and the worst. I would say the worst one first because it's a quick story. The worst was my 12th birthday party, and it was at my house, and like everyone made fun of me the whole time. And my mom bought me this like piece of shit bicycle that Angelo thought it'd be funny to ghost ride at Diamond Caslin Street at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it totally destroyed the bike. I remember it was like probably the worst birthday ever. I went home, cried. Everyone was laughing while I cried, and then they left at 6 in the morning. I was stuck by myself, and then the worst part was I had a baseball game that day, so I had to go face everyone that just humiliated me at my sleepover down at Hammer Field. So I was like, no more fucking sleepover parties. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never like to sleepovers at my crib. I like to sleep out because like fucking all you do is get in trouble when it's at your crib.
When it's at your crib, people like to push the button. Like me, I'm the same way. If I was at someone else's crib, kind of like put. And people see me like, dude, we can't do that. We can't. People are like, fuck you. And
Yeah, like, fuck you, fuck your parents. Like,
yeah.
dude, what?
And then I'm like, I'm ready to get like jumped by like 12 dudes, and I'm like, and then they ghosted my bike down the hill laughing about it, and that like pretty much said like, I wish bad things would happen to them, dude.
I wish I was from a different neighborhood.
Yeah. But the best sleepover was for me was definitely at Davis's. It was his 12th birthday party. We had like all these like we had a couple pornos stashed. I think there was some beers getting drank. It was the time that everyone farted in a coffee can, and then he put it in the freezer and had Bill Fairbaugh suck out the farts for $5. It was just like such a memorable time.
$5 went such a long way, fucking
Back in the
day.
Yeah, and the fucked up part is he beat him on it. Like he sucked the fart
Wow,
out.
that's the least impressive thing I ever heard.
And he sucked the fart out and like gagged, and then like Dave was like, "You didn't get the whole fart." And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, Davis is like our friend. He's like a big goof. If you're listening, I'm sure every neighborhood has a Davis, but this kid sucked like most of this fart out of a coffee can. I don't know how Davis knew that he didn't get all the fart, but Davis was like, "You're still fart left in there," and he's like, "I can't do anymore." And they were like, "Give him the 5." He's like, "No, he got to get the rest of the fart." And he kicked the coffee can when he did. The plastic lid came off. He's like, "Well, there goes your $5. The fart just escaped."
He's not wrong.
No, it's science.
The best thing about that is his older brother did that to him, and and that's the only reason he knew how to do it. 'Cause how do you even think of that?
Because Bobby probably did it to Jason, but he told Jason like sucking farts makes you stronger. So
Yeah, Davis is probably huffing farts for a long time.
Like, dude, I'm so jacked up. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" He's like, "Dude, I've been huffing Bobby's farts."
Bobby drinks so much protein, his farts fucking get me all jacked up too.
Dude, the worse fart smelling the fart, the better. But so we were like trying to watch this porno. It was called Ice Cream Story, which was like passed around Greenfield forever. And it's like 9 dudes laying in there listening to this porno with no sound, just watching it. And like every time you'd hear like someone, Davis's parents get out of the bedroom, you'd have to shut it off, and it was like automatically went to Nickelodeon. Because it was like, and it would go to Nickelodeon. But like, his dad came down like for like the 4th time. He was like, "You guys still watching fucking Double Dare?" You know what I mean? He's like, "What the fuck? He's watching Double Dare all night." He was like, "Yeah, just let us go." You know what I mean? But I remember like that was when I first like find out dudes were hammering themselves because you'd like see dudes like, "I gotta go take a shit real quick." Like, damn, this dude shit like 3 times during this porno. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, he's fucking hammering himself.
Dude, I do like you were talking and I like remembered one. I slept over at McKean's house back in the day.
Oh,
and,
God.
Fucking, there was it was like one of those sleepovers where like the adults were having a little bit of party and like fucking they were hanging out and the kids were upstairs. We had like beers and like he had the in his room he had the ceiling where you just like push back, you know what I mean? Drop ceiling, yeah. So we had like some beers going up there and like when I say we were like way too young. I'm saying I want to say we were like 12, 13 years old, fucking sneaking brews and so we had some beers going. I want to say he had some weed. But it's when Pickles was like fucking in its heyday. People not familiar with Pickles. It's on Greenfield Avenue. It's now Huff's. Back in the day, it was the place to fucking be.
In Pittsburgh, pretty much.
In Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And so we would fucking, remember like Bart Simpson used to prank call fucking Mo Stavron all the time?
Mm-hmm.
So we fucking, Jamie Curry was fucking working on Pickles. And fucking, he was answering the fucking phone. Or it might have been Gene or it might have been Wayne. I can't remember. But fucking, he was answering the phone, and we would just fuck with him all night. We'd be like, "Hey, he's like Amanda there," and then fucking, he would like fall for it every time, like Amanda who, like Amanda Hug and Kiss. He'd be like, "Amanda Hug and Kiss," like just yelling it fucking out loud, like fucking Mike Hunt. He was like falling for it.
You going from Mike Hunt?
Dude, we got him from Mike Hunt, and then they fucking called up to McKean's house, and fucking McKean's dad comes up like, "Dude, will you quit fucking with them down there? They're driving me fucking nuts." He said, "You got him a few good times. Like, dude, let it go."
Yeah.
I was like, man, that was fun. That's when you get a successful prank call off. There's not a better feeling in the fucking world.
None.
Then McKean like had a BB gun. We were shooting at his neighbor's house. Like, it was just fucking. It was with the Chronic was playing in the background. Like, and we were just fucking bad kids up to some bad shit fucking that night. Drinking beers, listening to the Chronic, making prank calls.
That's a great sleepover.
Good sleepover.
Yeah. I love good sleepover.
It's funny, like I fucking couldn't fucking finger a sleepover for that fucking whole time. Then you start bullshitting, and it just came right to me. I remember that.
Yeah, that was good times. But yeah. All right, everybody, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and be right back with the rest of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza of the Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? When we first started Greenfield's Finest podcast, people started asking us right away, like they wanted T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, things like that, and we didn't know what to do. So we ended up getting a hold of Ink Division. Ink Division's a locally owned company ran by Jason Lott. Phone number 412-381-1104. Not only did Jason help us make all of our products and help ship them out, he helped come up with some of the designs too. If you're looking for anything, if you have a podcast, a music band, if you're a comedian, you got a wedding coming up or a bachelor party, you need any specialty T-shirts or any specialty merchandise made, please call Ink Division, 412-381-1104. And remember, tell them Z-Bird sent you. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery, too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the end of Greenfield's Finest podcast. I'm going to throw out the Moneyline Welsh. Moneyline got us with that What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
So this goes along with how shitty the weather is today. Would you rather have wet socks for a whole year, or would you rather have a year-long cold? Go ahead, Johnny. So wet socks for a year or a year-long cold?
Oh, fuck. Wet socks for a year.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah, I mean, you put me on the spot. I probably could use some more time to think about it, but cold sucks. I mean,
yeah, cold sucks,
especially with this environment.
I think once you get used to, I think you get used to having a cold better than you get used to having
exactly
wet
what
socks.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Because I feel like wintertime, like everybody has a cold the whole fucking winter anyhow.
And if you have a cold, you can medicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your socks are fucking wet constantly for you, you're gonna have like trench foot in no time, dude. Your shit's gonna be killing.
You're gonna be fucking
You know what I mean?
Little fungi growing.
Yeah. Shit ain't gonna be pretty.
No, I mean, and like it's not just like you can't get used to that. Like my feet are like a little cold right now.
Yeah, but then if your feet are fucking in bad shape, dude, everything else sucks.
Yeah,
you know
right.
I mean?
Nothing works.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going. I'll take the cold for a year.
Yeah, I'll take the cold for the year also.
Yeah, because surely say you could take medication. Like the wet sock for the year would be like you could change your socks, but then you put them on, and then they'd be wet again.
They'd be wet again,
Yeah,
right?
So
There wouldn't be. There's no relief.
Like at least if you're cold, you can take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You
wake
take
up.
cold medicine.
Yeah, knock yourself
You
out
could
for a
smoke-
day or
You
two.
could smoke weed.
That'd be the thing.
Eat all that chicken noodle soup you got at home.
$5.
$5.
Chickens go for $5.
You used to buy nickel bags. Now you're buying chicken noodle.
Yeah.
Loser.
That $5 sure has changed.
Yeah, now I'm waiting in line and fucking. I feel like such a hipster weirdo when I'm fucking down, fucking the strip buying my weed from the medical dispensary, because like they line you up outside like animals. So like for some reason I keep ordering my weed on like Friday or on Saturdays. So I'm down the strip on a fucking Saturday, and there's a million people down there that I'm just waiting in this weed line, and people are walking by like, "Ooh, what's this place? What's this place? What's this place?" Just like a bunch of people in line for marijuana, man. You got to have a card to come in. But it's such like a hipster weirdo thing. Like why don't I just buy weed off somebody I know? Like why do I have to get the medical card? You know what I mean? Like it is cool and it is fire tree.
Yeah.
But it's just like what? Like I didn't
overpriced.
need this. No, I mean the price is like normal to street price. So I mean
Yeah, if you don't know anybody.
if you don't know anybody.
But do you get like the buy like the kind that makes you feel the way you want to feel?
That's nice when you get to pick.
Does
Yeah.
that really work out?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, it does. They have hybrids, they have sativas, they have indicas, and then fucking for the most part, it's pretty spot on. I mean, weed's weed,
Right.
but like this, you could definitely order to what you like.
Oh yeah, it's come so
I
far.
mean, it's cool, but I just feel like a hipster weirdo, like sitting outside, like waiting in line, for my weed when I could have fucking texted a pal.
If
Yeah.
you,
Got it dropped off.
Yeah, right.
it's like weird thinking about you saying that. Like I used to wait in line at the methadone clinic, and like I didn't feel like a hipster weirdo at all. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, you gonna smoke the rest of that cigarette? you know
And
what
it's
I
like
mean?
it's in the middle of the strip, and the strip's obviously jumping.
Right.
But I mean, if anybody wants to judge you for smoking weed, eat a dick.
Right, but I mean, you'd be over at fucking over in Homewood on Kelly Street, and you'd be standing outside for that, and like people just drive by you. They just knew you were a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's just people.
I used to work over there. It's the second division.
You know exactly what
I
I'm
know
talking
exactly.
about.
Yeah, it's not the same. The line down the strip doesn't look like the same line of people
Exactly.
over in Homewood.
I was just gonna say
It's a different caliber of people.
different demographic, right?
Yeah. the line down the strip looks a little more healthier than fucking. Not much. I mean, there's some dirtballs in that line too.
But I mean, you got people in that line. You're like, I don't think this guy's gonna make it in there.
Yeah,
He might-
hey, my man, like, do you want to get in front of me? Because like you might be going down.
He's like, I missed 2 days. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm like, ew. Yeah, get away from me. I think you just shit your pants.
Oh, this is a fucked up one. What I'll just skip this one for a second. Do you think the president jerks off in the Oval Office?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you have to, right?
Right.
yeah, I mean, Clint was getting blowjobs in there. You think dude's never serviced himself in there?
he took one off the wrist too. I mean, I tell you, that was like the pregame. He's like, man, I wonder if I can get away with jerking off in here. Took one off the wrist, and he's like, fuck, I'm gonna get my dick sucked in here.
Yeah, no one caught
Yeah, I
him.
mean, if you're jerking off all the time and no one's catching you, like fucking.
Right.
I would imagine I guess people are knocking before they come in. And plus, you have like Secret Service out there. You'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, my man, hold the brakes for a little bit. Like, I'm
you
gonna take
put-
a snooze
you
here.
Put your tie on the door or something so they know to leave you alone.
I bet you the fucking White House has all kinds of weird shit all over from like former presidents. They just leaving stuff somewhere, like
Yeah.
marking their territory or something like really strange.
Like weird stairwells and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
carvings. and-
Yeah, shit underneath beds, or just think about like the transition. Like obviously, like Biden doesn't. Is it like when they take everything out of there? It's not like fucking Biden's gonna be sleeping in Trump's bed. You know what I mean? So it's just like, how do they flip that whole fucking house like that fucking quick?
They
Like,
got
does it?
Dude, a fucking dude. That's your tax dollars. There's a whole staff dedicated to probably
yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
throw a fresh coat of paint on that fucking thing. get
There's
'em in there.
probably hundreds and hundreds of people fucking
Yeah.
like working on that transition. I'm sure. Huh. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
definitely jerk off in the Oval Office.
It's a bucket list thing.
Yeah, why not? I'm
Yeah,
not-
if you're there. What else you got?
We didn't get to go to DC
No,
thanks to the Disney
you guys
spectacular.
didn't. I did.
Did you jerk off in the Oval Office?
No, they wouldn't let me.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, I tried, but
Tried. All right, this is the weird one. Would you rather fuck the hottest girl celebrity who has a dick, or would you rather fuck Vin Diesel with a pussy?
oh man, that's
We finally got a reaction out of Johnny this episode.
John was like thinking like these are easy.
Yeah, we're about to fucking land them.
Socks,
I was
jerking
actually gonna
off.
let everybody off the hook and like, all right, let's fucking land this fucking plane for this episode, but
But Vin Diesel's actually a woman,
he has a pussy.
He's built like Vin Diesel, but with a pussy.
Correct.
and the smoking hot chick has a penis.
Has a penis.
How big?
Your average penis.
So an average sized penis. So you'd have to go in the back door.
You want? I mean, it's up to you, buddy.
Well, I
You
mean, I
go in any
couldn't-
way you want.
Couldn't go in the pee hole. You know what I mean? Does she have to get naked for this? Like a guy's get a smoker.
No, you have to like have sex with them.
Well, if I had sex, then I'd have to go in the back.
Well,
door.
no, I'm thinking so like this is confusing me now. So would you rather fuck a hottest girl celebrity who has a dick? So it's still a girl. She just happens to have a dick. So
She
she,
got
She's a
both.
hermaphrodite.
she has both. You just have
So you
to.
have to like push the dick out of the way.
You're gonna have to manage it. You're gonna
He's
have,
like,
you're gonna-
cup this while I plow you.
you're gonna have to manage that dick.
So it's a dick, but no nuts.
I mean, if that makes you feel better, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
he's thinking about
hitting.
hitting. He's thinking about hitting it from the back, and the nuts come flying out.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not a Vin Diesel fan, so
You're hitting from the back and your nuts are clapping on each
That's what
other.
I'm thinking about. I'm like, I don't want to be nut clapping with some.
it'll be like those swinging balls that people used to
Yeah.
have in their office back in the day. It's swing back and forth.
Ding,
Yep.
ding.
Exactly.
The therapist office. Ding.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'd go with the hot chick and push the wiener to the side.
Yeah, I'm not banging Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I'd have to go.
Vin Diesel does nothing for me
No.
as a man.
Yeah, I'd be like, tuck that in for a minute, and let's just get.
Yeah.
To
Let's get some scotch, some electrical tape up, wrap that little thing up.
Yeah, throw it in a sock or something. Fucking call it a day. This is a pretty normal episode up until then.
Yeah, it was. That was a good curveball. Is that all we got for today?
That's it.
Everybody, thank you so much for listening. If you're watching on YouTube right now, please hit the like and subscribe button. Also, we're trying to get our YouTube subscribers up. We need like a couple more to get to 500. So if you could please introduce this podcast to anyone you think might like it, anyone in your family, anyone you work with,
We need
friends.
to get like teenagers involved. You have teenagers, get
If
them
you-
involved.
Right, and we'll definitely go to that audience, and we'll start, adding new content in, whatever it takes to make this podcast bigger. Also, this week we still have merchandise up, and it's on all of our platforms. If you're like having trouble finding it, go to our Facebook, our Instagram. Jack's been posting it a lot on Twitter, and click on our link tree. It'll take you right to our store, and then we have like a ton of stuff right now for sale. This is the last week you can get it. So, like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to wait and get it till next time, like, we don't, every time I say it, it's like, I don't know how this is going to go next time. If you want this for a Christmas gift, you can order it this week and you'll get it before Christmas. I promise you that.
Get an ornament for your mom, you know what I mean, or the Christmas tree.
Yeah, but if you're like sitting there and you're like, I'm not really feeling any of this for some crazy reason because the gear is so sick, but if you're not feeling it, grab an ornament, grab a tumbler, support the podcast. We really appreciate it. Everybody have a great week, and remember, Greenfield loves you.